Hello everyone and welcome back to the Misplay. I'm Ty and I'm here today to show off my Traptrix deck profile. If this is your first time on the channel, Josh and I run a unique format to us where we run essentially everything pure. And what pure means to us is nothing out of archetype in the extra deck. We're allowed some tech cards if they fit the theme or if they just fit the deck too well. But nothing in the extra deck is out of archetype. So I'm doing Traptrix, so I'm only allowed to Traptrix extra deck monsters. And what that does, it allows you to see a unique take on the deck build that you won't find in a standard meta deck. So you won't find Verte, you won't find Dragoon, you won't find Utopia Double. And this may not matter to you if you're a meta player, but I think it's fun to play around in this format and get creative with the deck builds. So without further ado, I'm going to show off the deck. We start, obviously, with the absolute must-have 3 Traptrix Mermelio. If you don't know what Mermelio does, on normal summon, he searches a whole normal trap, and when he special summons, he gets to pop one. And that pretty much sums up Traptrix really well. If you don't know what Traptrix do, they're essentially based around the whole normal trap cards, like the classic bottomless trap hole and their variants. So are they great? No. Have they been rogue sometimes? Yes. Are they lots of fun? Yes. So Mermelio is the one you want to see every time, every open. So we absolute must have of 3. Then we run 3 Mantis. Now Mantis again is very, very good. She searches you a Traptrix monster on normal summon. And she allows you to target one set spell trap you control, turn to the hand, and then set one from your hand. So it allows you to dodge destruction effects very well. Very fun card. I think it's a must-have at 3. Also, avoid my mismatch rarities. Traptrix cards are a little bit tough to get a hold of in Australia, so I've got a few different rarity variations. I then run 3 Traptrix Dionea, and again, a very good card. This allows you to special summon your Traptrix from the graveyard. So this is an Xyz and Link based deck. They're all level 4s. So being able to get into your Xyz easier helps really, really well. And another thing with Traptrix, there's an ongoing effect of unaffected by the effects of whole normal traps. Does that ever come up? No, but I just think it's a fun little effect. For the latest support, we run 2 Vesiculo. Vesiculo is essentially an extender at the cost of destroying one of your set traps. Very, very good. I find at 3, it can be a bit bricky, so I like her at 2. I then run 2 Traptrix Atrax. I'm willing to go down to 1 Atrax. I don't find it as useful, but Atrax essentially allows you to activate whole normal traps from your hand, which essentially turns them into hand traps. But she isn't an extender. She's sort of a win more card, I've found. So I just run 2. I run 2 Traptrix Nepenthes. Again, unaffected by the effect of whole normal traps. When you activate a normal trap, you can add 1 or special summon a Traptrix from your deck. And then 2 Ganalisa, which essentially tribute her to set 2 traps from the deck. This is, I think this is all the Traptrix monsters. If you want to change up the variation, you want to go down to 1 Atrax or even no Atrax, I suggest maybe bumping up Vesiculo to 3. Or if you want to cut down any of these, very welcome to you. I just find this works for me very well. So we do run 1 non-Traptrix monster. And if you play Traptrix, you're going to have a good idea of what it is. Parallel Exceed. When you link summon, you can special summon this one from your hand, and then you get to special summon another Parallel Exceed from your deck, and they both become level 4s. Traptrix are very fortunate enough to have a link 1. So this allows you essentially off a singular normal summon, get into a link and your one of your rank 4 Xyz. Incredibly powerful. I love this in this deck. It's like one of the best tech cards for Traptrix. Everyone really knows how good Parallel Exceed is by this point. And that is our monster count. Because this is a trap-based control deck, we don't run many spells, or at least I don't. I just keep it simple. We run a singular Upstart, singular Monster Reborn, singular Raigeki, and for fun, just a little bit of fun, a Galaxy Cyclone. If you wanted to cut this down for, for Twin Twisters, or if you want to get rid of it, add another Raigeki, go for it. I've got more backer removal in the traps. I just find it fits the theme a bit better. Again, you could really turn this into Pot of Extravagance and this into a Raigeki, and you could technically make it stronger, but I just think this is just a fun little version. I also don't have Pot of Extravagance yet, as it is yet to be reprinted in Australia, as we are waiting on the structure decks to date this video. That is all the spells, just a cheeky 4. I'll now move on to the traps. Run 3 bottomless trap hole. I essentially, for this build, I'm treating the trap hole trap cards like they are Traptrix cards. So it fits the theme. So again, I could run, 6, 9 Raigekis, but I think this just fits the theme a bit better. We run 3 Gravediggers trap hole. We run 2 Traptrix. I run a singular Traptrix trap hole nightmare, a singular deep dark trap hole, and a singular network trap hole. Now you're going to say, why aren't you, if you're running Traptrix, why would you not run 3 each of these? I run 3 of the best, and the most versatile being bottomless and the strongest at Gravediggers. One of the XCs, Traptrix XCs, lets you essentially copy a whole normal traps effect from the deck at the cost of pitching it. So at the time, if I specifically need the effect of Deep Dark Trap Hole, I can detach one from the XCs to use that effect. I don't think these are great, but I just think it's necessary at the time I need them. These are the ones I want, right? These are the ones I want to see a lot. I probably should go to a 3rd Traptrix. I just can't find my last copy. It happens. So this is situational. These are the ones I want in my hand all the time. That's the trap hole variants, I guess. And then just some standard staple traps, 2 solemns, 2 HSDs, and an anti-spell. Only running 4 spells. This just fits in perfectly. Bit of backer removal fits the theme, and then obviously solemns. You can't go wrong with solemns. That is the main deck. I'll move on to the extra deck. Now, I've only got limited quantities of the extra deck just because money and time has been going into other things. But ideally, you'd have 3 of each. So, Traptrix Sarah, I've only got 2. This is such a good card. I cannot wait for this to get reprinted because it is too expensive at its current cost right now. In Australia, it's like $50. It shouldn't be that expensive. So it's a link 1 that essentially when you activate a whole normal trap, you get to special summon a Traptrix from the deck. And if a Traptrix monster's effect is activated, you get to set a trap from the deck. It is the best extender this archetype could have ever asked for. And it's a link 1? Are you serious? Like Mamelio, Sarah, set a trap, Vesiculo, get another one, get special summon. It's just, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Run 3 if you can. I don't know where my other Kalarias are. I bought 3, cannot find it. So she's a link 2. The best part about her is after you activate a whole normal trap, you get to set it again that turn, which Traptrix have the issue of once they've gone through all their traps, they don't really have any inbuilt draw power. They have a little bit of searching and a little bit of setting from the deck, but not enough to grind out 5 turns like Eldritch or Live Twin or one of these other strong control grindy decks can. So Kalaria really helps that if you can afford to get her out. I then run 1 Alamarus. I don't think she's too good, but I still think she's fun because 2200, you do have issue with spot removal, so Alamarus is your strongest hitter. And then Rafflesia. Rafflesia is the boss power control card for the deck. This is the one where if you detach, you can essentially copy a trap's effect from the deck and her effect becomes that. So if at that point I need Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, or if I need Network Trap Hole, I can then essentially activate it from the deck using Rafflesia. I think, again, I just need to get more copies, but you should run 3 of each. And because Pot of Extravagance will be cheap very soon, running 3 of each is so helpful. It's another reason just to 3, 6, 9, 12. Done. Easy. Pot of Extravagance. 100%. And because this is a pure build, that's my whole extra deck. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any other cool tech cards you can recommend, or any other cards you think I should throw in or take out that really fit the theme, again, this is not a meta deck. If I took this down to locals, I would get run through. And I know that. It's for a bit of fun, a bit of a theme build. Yeah, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this, check some of the other builds on the channel. I think we have some really fun deck builds and some really unique tech cards that most people wouldn't have thought about. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Check us out. Bye.